Number 5, Anthony.
They say revenge is a dish that's best served cold. The good, young, we all grow old. In a world where you never defeat you, and if he cries wolf, you can never believe him. Easy to say, so they say. Be a good boy, Johnny. Don't you ever play with. So they say, so they say. You gotta crawl before you walk and walk before you. So they say.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Golden State Warriors going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at their home, Target Center. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. Now, Golden State's starting 5. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Jimmy Butler is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Moody in at the 3 slot. And for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's Conley in at the point guard position. You know, Greg, so often we talk about depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce and really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
Butler with the steal. Here's Podziemski. Lays it in off the breakaway.
You got to be more careful around Butler. I mean, he's terrific at bouncing over the opposition and taking the ball away.
Now, here's McDaniel. Back to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now here's Conley. Outside Edwards. McDaniel sets a screen for Edwards. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
And it's really good to see Edwards knock down the mid-range jumper. He continues to work on becoming more consistent from that area.
Here's Podziemski. To the paint. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Podziemski's got his second bucket. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. To the wing on the left. Conley with a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer.
Nice to see Conley receive the dime for once. He's normally the one dropping dimes.
There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
Now here's Conley after the miss from Stephen Curry. Edwards, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And it's Podziemski in the corner. Outside Butler. Hands it from downtown.
Perhaps not the forte of Butler's game, but he does have the range to hurt you from the perimeter.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Randall against Butler. Here's Conley. Green with the block. They get it back. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Pass to Podziemski. To the inside. It's stolen by Gobert. Butler against Randall. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
That free throw good from Randall. And so he makes both from the line.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Pass to Podziemski. Back to Curry. Inside. 6 to shoot. Here's Butler. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Shot by Podziemski, no good. Timberwolves have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Randall against Butler. Outside Edwards. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. 6 points for Anthony Edwards.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Podziemski finds Curry. Green with a screen on Conley. Curry outside. Rebound, Minnesota.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin. Well, I briefly spoke with Minnesota's head coach. Now, I asked him about the challenge they face in defending Steph Curry. He said Steph is so hard to contain because of his constant movement off the ball. Conventional defenses won't work against him. The matchups will be fluid. He'll see a lot of different guys coming at him. He's looking and needing a total group effort. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. Green, no luck. Here's Minnesota. They're on a 13-5 run here. Curry against Conley. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now here's Curry. Nothing on the board. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with this team. Podziemski with it. Here's Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Pajemski. Over Edwards. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run here.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Here's Curry after the basket by Minnesota. Fires from way outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. It's a 10-point game. Randall a screen on Curry. This one for 3. And it's Michael Conley with the 3. Conley's got 6.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And here is Curry. Michael Conley getting his 3 to go. Green with a screen on Conley. Curry passes to Green. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
One thing about Draymond, he almost invites contact.
Timberwolves leading by 11. Lost to Gobert. Edwards looking it over. And he converts the layup. 10 points for him.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now here's Curry. Still without a basket. Down low, here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
Curry against Conley. Curry passes to Moody. Pajemski with it. The 3 hits the three-point bomb.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 10. Conley sets a screen for Edwards. Takes it inside. Oh, what a finish!
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
There's a minute left here in the first quarter. Pass to Moody. Here's Pajemski. Edwards defending. And Butler puts up a deep 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Randall surveying the D. The quick look, no good that time.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Shots good from Butler.
An aggressive mentality, always part of Jimmy Butler's game, taking it right at the defense.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. High post, Gobert. Now here's McDaniel. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Timberwolves lead by 14. Oh, he got it!
Nice call.
He beats the buzzer!
Count it up.
Oh, big time shot!
How about that?
Woo.
Yo! Taking this arena's breath away. That's a crazy shot at the buzzer, folks.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Minnesota.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
You know, something else they've done really, really well, and I know the analytics don't support it, but they've made the most out of their mid-range jumper opportunities.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Kuminga out there with Payton, and it's Jackson Davis in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here's Hield. Hield sets the pick for Payton. From past the arc, Miller grabs the miss. Timberwolves leading by 11. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too. So I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Einod's checked in. Warriors trail by 11. Now Hield. Outside Curry. No good on the triple. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Edwards. Oh, Anthony Edwards blustering his way in. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Hield from outside. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Edwards. Edwards slashing inside. He gets it in there. Edwards got 16 points.
Edwards is so physically developed already. Just brushes off the contact there. Really strong drive by Edwards.
To the middle. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And the Warriors with possession here, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Pass to Curry. To the right side. Here's Jackson Davis. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. For three, Edwards. And he's good on the three ball. Edwards got 19 points.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to DiVincenzo. Hield against Edwards. That one doesn't drop.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And Kuminga throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Gobert, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Conley now comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Then for the Warriors, Draymond Green, he's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Buddy Hield. Here is Edwards. 19 points in the game. Edwards with another miss. Conley against Curry. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Reed. Draymond Green with the rebound. Warriors trail by 13. Green with a screen on Conley. Down low. And there's Green on the assist by Curry. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Reed gets to Conley. Pass to Edwards. Now Alexander Walker. Defended by Payton. Shot clock at 6. Outside Edwards. Edwards with confidence.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
And here is Curry. Pass to Kuminga. Green with a screen for Kuminga. Shoots the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Conley with it. He has 6. Gobert, no good. Payton surveying the floor. Kuminga up top. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Big finish by Gobert, getting the hoop and going to the stripe.
The Timberwolves have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Randall's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards.
And, you know, night to night, you pretty much know what you're going to get from Gobert. Rim protection, rebounding, intensity, and he gets his points within the flow of the offense. That's a valuable guy there.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Here's Butler. 5 points in the game. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Guys, thanks. Well, Jimmy Butler is in the 5th stop of his NBA career. He'd been in a standoff with the Heat. As they hesitated to extend him at the number he desired, he knew there's going to be someone willing to pay up. And guys, I'm very interested to see how Butler fits in his new opportunity.
We'll continue to track that story. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Now here's Randall. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Covered by Hield. Shoots. Green with the block.
Green takes great pride in his defense. Now, he loves the 9 shots at the rim and playing bigger than his 6'8" frame would lead you to believe.
For Minnesota, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Gobert. Second free throw, no good. When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Here's DiVincenzo after the Warriors pick up 3. Randall down low, defended by Butler. And that one, good. Randall's got 6.
Boy, he's a wrecking ball on offense. Randall, so good at finishing inside.
Pass to Podziemski. And here is Moody. Back to Podziemski. To the paint. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket for Moody.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's McDaniels, defended by Moody. Now Randall. Pass to DiVincenzo. Randall against Butler. Gobert with a screen on Butler. Randall from outside. It's rebounded by Golden State. Butler with the ball. He's defended by Randall. And it's blocked! And he keeps control of the ball. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. And he knocks down the first one. Looney's checked in for Draymond Green. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Warriors trail by 12. Butler passes to Looney. Now, here's Moody. Covered by Conley. Here's Butler. With the shot. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They led by as many as 18 points. Healed against DiVincenzo. Inside. And finished off by Gobert.
It's like running into an immovable object. Gobert setting that pick nicely.
Golden State's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Podziemski hits them both. 19 seconds left in the first half. Outside Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Here's DiVincenzo. 1 second left. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Steph, you know you're #1 in the defensive scouting report. How do you counteract that?
I just got to slow down. I mean, we're playing good defense, trying to trap the ball screens and take them out the 3-point line. But, you know, just got to be aggressive, keep getting shots up, making the right plays, and they'll turn around.
We'll see what you do in the second half. Thanks, Steph. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of it.
Here's Curry. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Jaden McDaniels is out there with Randall, and it's Gobert in at the 5. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. The Warriors have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
Free throw good, Podziemski. That one is no good. Now here's Randall. Right side, Conley. Back to Randall. A second chance effort. And another shot. And that's 2 points on the way. Randall's got 9 points.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
Now here's Butler. It's stolen by Edwards. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Conley for 3. And Curry pulls it down. Warriors trail by 13. Clark, if you had one word to describe Mike Conley, what would it be?
Reliable, steadfast, dependable. And I know that's 3, but I wanted to give you 3 different words I could use to describe it. Only 2 seasons in his whole career has he not played at least 50 games. That speaks to durability and professionalism. It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
Randall a screen on Curry. Tries the spin move. Here's Conley. Scores off the spin. He's got 8.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Butler against Randall. It's stolen by Edwards. And now the Timberwolves on the break. With the teardrop. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Plays with nice force. I mean, Randall heading to the line now.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to talk to his guys.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Pass to Podziemski. Green against Gobert. Butler with the ball. Fires the 3. Oh, Butler draining the 3.
Shooting with great confidence, Butler fires immediately off the catch.
Conley feeling it out. Green with the block. And they'll keep possession. Gobert with a screen on Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Conley kicks to Gobert. Here's McDaniels. They get it again. Out to Conley. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
An emphatic rejection that was. Boy, you got to appreciate that kind of forceful, in-your-face defense.
Pass to Podziemski. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Here's Butler. Hard earned by Butler.
Easy to see why Butler gets so much respect for his competitiveness. I mean, he thrives at finishing through contact.
To the inside, Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Outside Butler. Third quarter of basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. So it'll be Jimmy Butler shooting. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. The Warriors have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. Free throw drops for Butler.
You know, when you're looking to create a culture, a championship-type culture for your team, you want guys like JB, guys that are tough, accountable, and consistent.
Edwards drives in. Out to Conley. Curry with the steal. Now the Warriors moving it up. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
First one falls for him. And so Butler nails both of them. Timberwolves leading by 6. Conley, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Gobert with a screen on Curry. Inside, it's stolen by Green. Outside Curry. Back to Green. Green draws the double. Here's Podziemski. And the Warriors miss again.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Gobert dishes to Conley. For 3, Edwards. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Outside Curry. High, arcing shot. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Randall's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the paint. And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. Randall passes to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And it goes on Draymond Green. Anthony Edwards is a classic 2-guard, Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And then for Golden State, Trace Jackson-Davis comes in for Green, and it's Peyton in for Moody. And Edwards drops them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry from outside the arc. And again, no good by Golden State. Timberwolves leading by 11. Outside Edwards. It's tipped. Now Butler. He's got 17. Peyton outside. Outside Butler. And the three ball is good. Butler's got it back down to within single digits for the Warriors.
You know, Butler's focus on the offensive end really giving him an edge right now. When he gets locked in like that, he can be highly productive.
Outside Edwards. Bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Outside Curry puts up a deep three. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And here is Conley. He's got 8. Edwards drives in. That's in there. Conley with the assist. And now a 12-point Timberwolves lead.
Edwards is a load to stop on the bounce simply because he's got a football player's build.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Come on, get out. The Timberwolves breaking the game.
Some changes for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Golden State also making some changes. Kuminga's come in for Brendan Pajemski. And Hield subbed in for Stephen Curry. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Down by 12. Pass to Jackson-Davis. Butler against Randall. On the wing, Hield. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Hield with the bucket. Hield's got 5 points so far.
Anytime Hield shoots it inside the line, you just assume it's going in.
Pass to Randall. Over Butler. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. He's got 13.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And the shot goes in. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
Taking it himself, Randall changes who he is when the jumper goes in.
Pass to Butler. Shoots over Alexander Walker. Butler, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's Randall. He's got 15. Over Payton. Randall can't get that one to fall.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
Hield kicks to Butler. To the middle. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And Butler's so proficient at running the pick and roll. Excellent at taking what the defense gives him, and he gets those passes around defenders quite sweetly.
DiVincenzo passes to Clark. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Clark. Now here's DiVincenzo. Reed with a screen for DiVincenzo. Over Hield. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Three-pointer, Butler. Wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And a big-time three to cut it to single digits. They've kept it within reach, but they got to pick up the intensity in this final quarter.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Kevon Looney out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Payton in at the 3 spot. Now here's Edwards. The layup missed. Hield with it. They set the pick. Outside for Curry. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Alexander Walker on the wing. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Clark, here's a great guy to have in the rotation. Nickeil Alexander Walker.
Loved him in college. Loved his versatility, and I thought it would translate nicely to the NBA. Took him a minute to find his rhythm, but he's got great length, which makes him versatile defensively, and he can play with just about anybody because he's got good all-around offensive skills.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Joe Ingles is checked in for the Timberwolves. And so, Alexander Walker nails both of them. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Curry against DiVincenzo. Right side Curry. Just 3 to shoot. Pulls up on the elbow. No good on that one.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Edwards inside. Looney on him. Puts up a deep 3. Edwards can't hit. Warriors trail by 11. Payton kicks to Hield. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Minnesota. They led by as many as 18 points. Edwards drives in. Over Hield. Misses off the right iron. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Stolen by Reed. Alexander Walker with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Here's Edwards. Got a hand on it. Hield outside. Curry finds Looney. Up top, Hield. Defended by Alexander Walker. Here's Curry. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Yeah, bucket by bucket, the legend of Steph Curry continues to grow.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team.
Now on the court is your hype squad. Get loud and let them hear it. It's T-shirt Bonanza. Make some noise.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Clark, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. And Mike Conley subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. The Warriors also with a sub. Podziemski's checked in. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Now, he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Conley gets the bucket.
Right there, Conley working his magic inside. He is crafty near the rack.
Here's Curry. Pass to Podziemski. Over to the wing. Kuminga against Clark. 5 to shoot. Outside Curry. Curry! What else is new?
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw